Good day, everyone, and a warm welcome back to all our wonderful listeners. Today, we really want to just thank you and appreciate you for buying out the time to invest in yourself and upskill with us. This is the Placement Partner Recruitment Academy, where like minded individuals come together to collaborate and upskill in order to stay ahead in this new age of recruitment. Today is my third and final lesson on the topic of digital recruitment. My name is Sheldon Botha. I'm a client success manager for Competently Talent Solutions, the authorized African partner of eSkill, offering you the most accurate, comprehensive, rapid, effective, flexible, and affordable business skills testing solution. Before the commencement of lesson 3, just a quick recap on what's been discussed so along with today's lesson, we can bring it all together and help you join the dots. And a quick recap, let's cast our thoughts right back to the first lesson where we discussed digital recruitment and how you can put a volume hiring strategy in place through selecting tech-enabled tools that will streamline the hiring process. These tools include customizable online skills tests, job-based simulations, video interviewing software, and a reliable ATS or RTS like placement partner. We also gained insights on the following. We looked at, firstly, the 5 tips to help you get started. We took a look at the fast track hiring process at a glance, from determining the most critical performance factors for each position, like skills required and experience, to scoring, sharing, and reviewing all the data that has been captured so you and your team can make data driven decisions. And lastly, we looked at the benefits of using assessment tools to hire at scale to improve your bottom line. I emphasize the data that has been taken from our very own clients, the case studies we have done with them that showed how there was an increase in employee revenue, there was a reduction in time and cost to hire, and how it enabled them to streamline the training process. I'm sure you remember this very beautiful face. So, to follow, we solidified the strategies just discussed and how concepts like those are being put to use by looking at the top recruiters and what they are doing and how we can align our strategies with theirs. And so, in essence, be standing on the shoulders of giants. And so, what we covered was firstly how top recruitment companies are revamping hiring strategies to find qualified candidates quickly. Secondly, we took a look at the 4 steps top recruitment companies are taking to identify strong remote workers with assessments. And third and lastly, we looked at the top 10 hiring skills tests used by the most successful companies. All together and wrap it up in a nice, lovely ribbon in case you are still second guessing a digital shift to improve or revamp your hiring process with tech enabled tools and strategies. Then, in today's lesson, I will help you over the finishing line so you can join the ranks of all the recruiters who are staying ahead and performing in this new age of recruitment. We will look at the importance of why pre employment testing and other tech enabled tools are so important, especially with a high unemployment rate and new talent and customer demands that continue to change the recruitment landscape. In what feels like a blink of an eye, we have gone from unemployment rates at an all time low to some of the highest unemployment rates we have seen as a result of this coronavirus pandemic. This means talent professionals face a new challenge, and one of the biggest reasons why a digital shift of including new tools in your process is so important because vetting what seems like an overwhelming number of candidates. You need to develop a systematic process for evaluating candidates that harnesses the power of automation, and this is the key to ensuring that your hiring funnel does not reach a breaking point. A winning recipe, as we have discussed so far, is an ATS, an LMS, or an RTS, similar to Placement Partner, and an effective and scalable assessment tool like eSkill's online suite of pre employment testing solutions will give your organization the technology driven tools needed to find top talent quickly in an endless sea of applicants. To bring everything together, here is a breakdown of today's lesson. The 5 reasons why pre employment testing is so important will be discussed. We will also take a look at how pre employment testing helps your company hire the best talent and quickly. And lastly, I'll share some key factors on what you need to know when evaluating skills assessment companies. The 5 reasons why pre employment testing is important are as follows. Firstly, a large talent pool takes longer to vet. Now, the one upside to the exponentially high unemployment rate is that there is a much larger pool of talent to choose from. While a large talent pool means the odds of finding candidates with the right skill sets are higher than in candidate-driven talent markets, it can also lead to a never-ending flood of unqualified applicants. The sudden economic downturn and the resulting high unemployment rates have sent candidates into quite a panic. Now, rather than carefully applying for positions, many job seekers apply for any and all positions. Now, since vacancies will undoubtedly have a higher number of applications than usual, it will take more time to qualify talent if you do not modify your hiring methods to meet the new demand. The second reason is customized pre-employment assessment tests help you find the right talent. Online pre-employment assessment tests are a powerful tool when implemented correctly. Since the COVID-19 crisis has resulted in new or changing business demands, many roles within organizations have changed. Therefore, before selecting or configuring skills tests for open positions, it is imperative that you carefully define positions requirements. By detailing the critical skills and knowledge needed for a job, you can configure an employment assessment test that will identify the right candidates. This increases the likelihood of placing the right candidate in the right position by 50 to 80%. The next reason is you can automate shortlisting of qualified candidates. Using pre-employment tests at the top of the hiring funnel enables organizations to automate the shortlisting of qualified talent. By leveraging eSkills pre-employment assessment tests to screen and to select candidates based on verified skills and knowledge, increases the quality of your hire, and it also in turn increases productivity while reducing the hiring cost. The fourth reason is it helps you avoid the unemployment bias trap. As time progresses, more and more applicants have had extended periods of unemployment. As the economic impact of the COVID-19 crisis continues to linger, talent professionals must not view stretches of unemployment negatively. When organizations use pre-employment assessment tests as a proxy for fit, the possibility of falling into the trap of unemployment bias is eliminated. Now, hiring decisions are driven by objective data and are not subject to conscious or unconscious bias, which improves the quality of your candidates selected. The fifth reason is it helps you maintain a positive candidate experience. When the talent pool grows, so does the amount of tasks. After ranking your candidates based on test scores, you should then be able to easily send automated communication to test takers based on their scores. With your integration to an ATS or an RTS, you can send top candidates a request to complete an on-demand video interview, and you can also notify unqualified candidates of their results and encourage them to apply for jobs that are more closely aligned with their competencies. Let's have a look at how pre-employment testing helps your company hire the best talent and quickly. A revolving door of new hires leads to low employee morale and a decrease in productivity. Regardless of your product or service, nothing will curb your company's success like an endless stream of bad hires. Businesses need to rethink the traditional hiring process to remain competitive in today's candidate-driven talent market. Using pre-employment assessments in your screening process, along with behavioral assessments and video interviews, is an innovative approach to reducing time to hire and ultimately improving the quality of your hire. Top 10 talent aren't compelled to stick to an employer's long and slow moving timeline. When the hiring process drags on for too long, candidates move on and accept offers from competitors rather than waiting. So, first, let's take a look at how it helps you hire top talent. We discussed this in Lesson 1, how pre-employment assessments help you optimize your hiring process. By combining and customizing different subjects, simulations, and video interview questions into one streamlined online experience. Next, it helps you improve the candidate experience. When you review every step in your hiring process that a candidate will encounter, to ensure the process is as efficient as possible and then take the necessary measures to optimize the hiring process to increase candidate engagement, you will have sure success. You can also apply these 3 steps for greater success. Clearly define the steps and timing of the hiring process. Be upfront with applicants about the required skills test and maintain clear communication with your applicants. Next, you can improve the quality of your hire with less money and less time. Hiring candidates with test-proven skills can improve a company's workforce, which in turn increases productivity and profitability while reducing turnover rates and recruiting costs. According to a study from the Harvard Business Review, 80% of employee turnover is attributed to poor hiring decisions, and 45% of bad hires are due to a lack of process. Skills assessments reduce the risk of hiring mistakes, including biased hiring decisions, and it also enables hiring managers to select the best applicant for the position. Choosing to partner with eSkill is a sound investment in your company's talent acquisition process. With eSkill as their hiring assessment provider, high-profile clients such as Coca-Cola, Paycheck, ADP, and Zappos have reduced the cost of evaluation by 75% and the time spent on hiring by 60%. Now let's look at getting to the top talent quickly. We know that automation unites people and software across the hiring process. Automation allows employees to leverage skills tests to reduce the time to hire so employees can focus on business critical work. Evaluate candidates on skill rather than background. By measuring reliable indicators of future job success early in the talent planning process, employers are able to better secure the skills they need when they need them most. Since skills assessment tests provide an unbiased, validated evaluation of candidates' ability to perform on-the-job tasks, they enable employers to hire based on merit rather than on background. The right assessment tool should speed up the hiring process through the following steps. 1. Identify the required skills. Configure the skills assessments. Deploy the skills assessment tests, and then use the results to create a shortlist of candidates. Today to help you over the finishing line. And in closing, I said I'd let you know what you need to know when evaluating skills assessment companies. To all our listeners, let's take a moment to appreciate why recruitment is of such value to our clients, and for this reason, why it is your obligation to do it well. Employees are the backbone of any company. Since a solid workforce is the key to success no matter the industry, it's no surprise that companies place so much emphasis on finding the best talent out there. Yet finding the best candidates for a job isn't easy. Effective recruitment requires many different tactics, among which is pre-employment skills testing. Resumes and interviews are important for the first step in recruitment, but skills assessments provide extra information that is very useful when it comes time to make a hiring decision. Not only can a well-designed skills test clearly reveal actual versus self-stated skills, but forwarding the same relevant test to every candidate strengthens your company's legal protections. When every candidate takes the same objective skills test, you have scientific data based on skills to reference, not related to subjective attributes on the candidate. After a job posting, most companies receive dozens, if not hundreds of resumes. Sorting through so many candidates is difficult, especially when it is written on paper, which may not always be accurate. Being able to cross-reference all those resumes with skills assessment test results that show exactly what candidates have and which ones do not have the right skills can help you easily narrow down the candidate pool and find the perfect person for the job. You must agree with me by now that it's easy to see how skills assessments can help recruiters and hiring managers find top candidates, and thus help companies succeed with a thriving workforce. Yet, many companies don't use skills assessments. Not knowing where to start or what to look for are some of the roadblocks in incorporating skills assessments into the recruitment process. Now, on the next slide, I'm going to take you through a guide to which companies need to know or what companies need to know when evaluating skills assessment providers. The skills assessment company provide. They should definitely have products and services that should include the following. 1. Standard tests. The most basic service a skills assessment company should provide. It's the starting point for introducing skills assessment to a recruitment process. Some skills assessment companies go a step further by offering customizable tests. Companies that need to find candidates for unique positions can benefit from making their own tests. Through this option, recruiters can choose questions from different subjects and assign a specific difficulty level to their tests. They should offer validation, which is an essential service that skills assessment companies should provide. A solid statistical validation process is critical when using skills assessments to make hiring decisions. First, validation ensures compliance in that all tests provided are free of bias. It is the only way to understand compliance-related risks associated with assessment testing. Second, it demonstrates the effectiveness of the assessment test by predicting their value to your company. Integrations are of utmost importance as well. Incorporating any new element into an existing system can be daunting. When considering whether to include skills assessments as part of the recruitment plan, most companies are afraid of how the change will affect the process. Skills assessment companies should offer ways to effectively and easily integrate their service into your company's recruitment practices, including existing applicant databases, applicant tracking systems, or learning management systems. The integration with such in-house tools can flow in two ways. One, it is in a one-way system. Your hiring manager sends candidates a link that takes them to the skills assessment provider's website, where they'll take the test and the results will be sent back to the hiring manager. In a two-way system, candidates can access the test by clicking directly on a link on your company's website or intranet. The results are then seamlessly integrated with your company's applicant database, and candidates are ranked accordingly to their skill levels. The products and services should also include technological solutions, such as mobile solutions that allow applicants to access and complete tests from their smartphones. Mobile solutions should allow hiring managers to access test results wherever and whenever at any time. A user-friendly interface. Beyond mobile access, skills assessment companies should also offer a user-friendly interface and test results that are easy to follow and rank. Online assessments. If your company isn't quite up to speed with the digital age, some skills assessment providers will offer to turn paper-based in-house materials into online assessments that can easily be tracked throughout the recruitment process. And custom branding. Finally, to end it off with, no integration with a skills assessment or any integration as such is complete without custom branding that looks and feels like your company. Goodbyes are never easy. Fortunately, it isn't goodbye just yet. This is, however, the end of lesson 3, which means the next time we get together, it will be on an interactive webinar, where we get to bring all this content together and enjoy a Q&A. At this moment in time, nonetheless, I trust all our listeners are now feeling like tech giants, ready and empowered to take the necessary action to improve your hiring process and take it to new heights as you step above the rest, giving your clients the quality and attention they deserve, and together making the economy a better place through having the right people in the right jobs. We sure have covered a lot over the past 3 weeks. In week 1, we took a wonderful comprehensive look and an overview of all the nuts and bolts needed to assemble your volume hiring strategy. We then looked at the tech giants in week 2, or rather the recruitment giants in our industry, and learned from their strategies and how they have brought all their tech tools to the forefront in recruiting at an effective and rapid rate in the new age of recruitment. And we now just cemented the reasons why pre-employment testing, along with other tech-enabled tools, are so vital and important in building the ideal framework to streamline the candidate selection process. Now it is, however, goodbye. So to all our wonderful listeners, we once again really and truly appreciate you. And we ask once again that you share with all your recruitment partners, colleagues, and friends. We cannot wait to hear from you. So please give us feedback, reach out to us individually, even post a review on any of the social platforms. We so look forward to seeing you guys at the webinar. So until then, everybody, please, we love you. Be safe and take care.